Hi, what is your name and where are you from?
So my name is Gabriel. I'm with Pure Justice, and I am originally from Venezuela, and now I live in the Houston area.
Awesome. Well, welcome, welcome. Wonderful. Gabriel, is that you go by Gabriel or Gabe?
Whatever you prefer.
Okay, Gabe. Is
Yeah,
that fine? Okay,
sure.
Gabe. Can you please share your thoughts about a person in jail because of an alleged crime that may or may not be true?
I have one.
Okay, that's
So for
fine.
that one, I don't know what to say.
That's fine. That's fine. No problem. I don't want to put you on the spot. We want this to be pure and accurate, okay? We don't want to make anything up. Gabe, how would you feel if you found that there are innocent people sitting behind bars simply because they are poor and cannot afford bail?
I feel horrible because I understand that a lot of people may not necessarily have the money to be able to because of other problems going on in society, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they should be held in jail during that time because they can't afford it.
Very good, very good. Um, on that note, yeah, did you know that 40% of Americans cannot afford a $400 emergency?
I did not know. And that again goes back to how it's a greater problem, but this is just another symptom of that.
Yes, yes. How would you feel if I told you that there are people behind bars right now who cannot afford a $100 bail bond for a low-level misdemeanor charge?
I didn't know that. And that's, again, a separate issue that for certain crimes of that nature, it should be inexistent, the bonds, if they're going to be that low for someone who they know most likely won't be causing more problems.
$100. Gabe, do you feel communities are safer by releasing those that can afford bail over keeping those incarcerated that may not have the funds to bond out, and why?
I don't think communities become any safer when you hold people who can't afford them in jail. I think that if someone has the capacity to pay such a large bond for a crime that they may have committed, those persons are equally as likely to be just as dangerous, and they're the ones being released.
Yes, yes, that's true. Thank you. Do you know what a PR bond is?
No, I don't.
PR. It stands for a personal recognizant bond. Basically, that's a bond given to someone who does not have enough money to pay for a low-level offense. They may be poor, indigent, homeless, of sort of those sort of things. And there also may not be even enough evidence to convict them because there may or may not have been probable cause. So the magistrate or the judge allows that individual to be released from jail upon the promise that they would return. They're not a flight risk, and that they would be able to return to their trial or hearing regarding that matter at a later date, basically. Again, these are for low-level crimes, not felonies or anything. Have you or someone in your household ever been incarcerated or received a bond more than that they could afford? And if so, how long did that person or individual stay in jail before being able to pay the bond or be released?
I don't have anyone in my family or anyone that I know of.
Okay, good, good. Thank you very much. Um, so this next question, what do you think about a bail system whereas all accused of certain low-level crimes are deemed innocent until proven guilty, and no requirement of cash bail should be used to determine their length of stay in jail? How do you feel about abolishing cash bail altogether?
I would support such a movement, but I would also say that it should be either you pay the cash bail, or I should say, there either is a bail for the type of crime you've committed, or there's no bail at all. But that we shouldn't be depending whether or not you're free on your capacity to pay the bail. It should be dependent on the nature of the crime you've committed.
That makes sense. That makes perfect logical sense. Last question, Gabe. And thank you for your time. In your opinion, is the community safer by housing people in jail who are innocent or have committed a misdemeanor crime that cannot afford bail, or would it be better to invest tax dollars in community programs that improve the quality of life and address the inequities in society that cause individuals to commit crime?
I think the second one hits it right on the head. I mean, if you create a society in which people have social support, a means of actually getting themselves out of poverty, it's pretty obvious that there's going to be much less incidence of these crimes that they are committing. So if you were to fix the problem at the source, the inequities, as you were saying, you wouldn't have a need to even have a discussion about whether or not they could afford bail and whether or not there should be that institution.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Great interview. Thank you, Mr. Gay, for your time, and thank you for your good work in the community. We appreciate it.
Thank you.